kids out here?
Well, first of all, we're preparing for open, and they got a great defense, but I think that we're going to be able to move the ball on them this weekend, so we're looking forward to that. But I hear open has a good corner or two. So
I think you were going to talk about this.
Yeah. No, this is
Brigham Young.
It just went.
Brigham Young Episcopals.
Yeah. No, this is a great day. I mean, this is just. I mean, all you got to do is just look at the joy on their faces. I mean, it's just an awesome experience to be a part of, and you know, the Clemson Life program is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. In fact, one of the young ladies, Ansley, I actually met this summer. I'm at the beach down in Florida, and this lady just walks up to me, and she's like breaking out in tears because she's telling me that her daughter is coming to Clemson and going to be in the Clemson Life program. And then, so anyway, I've gotten a chance to know Ansley, and you know, Hope is Charlie Bussey's granddaughter and great-granddaughter, and got to meet her. And so they're just all amazing, first of all, and the program is amazing and how it's run, and it's something that our foundation supports, and we're just really blessed and honored to be able to be a part of what they do, because you know, the program Clemson Life, it stands for learning is for everyone, and you know, these young people, they live life the way we should all live life. I mean, they really do, and it's just a pleasure and a joy to be around them, to see them interact out at practice, to have fun, to see the joy of getting autographs. And I wish y'all could have been on that bus when they hopped on that bus with the police escort to come around here. It was game time, and it was so much fun to be a part of, and you know, just to see them, you know, run down the hill and get to do something that they've all, you know, seen many times and dreamed about doing, and just to help, you know, put a smile on their face. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Forrest, can I ask you, I know last week I think on your call-in show you mentioned about Mike going and getting another test done. Can you tell us what you found out on that?
Oh, it's just something they do periodically. He's doing good. You know, everything is really perfect, to be honest with you, as far as the way the alignment or the break was or whatever. So he's doing really, really good.
Is it still the same timetable, maybe?
Yeah, we don't really have a timetable. Right. You know, I have no idea if he'll play this year or not. I have no idea. In his mind, he's playing, but that's all up to the doctors, you know, and the good Lord. I mean, I have no idea. But we certainly don't want him anywhere near a football field unless he is 100% healed. So I have no idea. No idea.
First impressions on Notre Dame, you know, big win over Georgia Tech. What'd you learn? What have you seen over the first couple days?
With Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Well, they're really good. You know, watching them defensively, it looks like we're getting ready to play Clemson, to be honest with you. That's what it looks like. Really, really good up front, strong, athletic. Backers are big, strong, make a lot of plays. Secondary can cover, athletic, run. A lot of press man coverage. We haven't seen much of that at all these first 3 games. Everybody's kind of tried to play on top of us. This is a whole different type of animal that we're getting ready to deal with in Notre Dame. This is a legit, you know, top 10 football team. I really don't see a weakness in them. I really don't. Same thing offensively. Great wideouts. Everybody talks about Fuller, number 7, but they're all good. They can all make plays. Tight ends, running backs, quarterbacks, exceptional. He's done a great job for them. He's already won a game on the last play of the game. You could just see him playing with a lot of confidence. Now he's come back and won a big game against Georgia Tech. So offensive line is as good as we're going to see. Bunch of experience. So really good football team. Really good football team. And you know, it's one of those games where, you know, it comes down to, you know, 3, 4, maybe 5 plays. It's that type of game.
Coach, you play against a big physical offensive line against Boston College every year. Does this offensive line kind of remind you of theirs a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, they're just, the biggest thing is, I mean, they're all talented, but they're experienced. You know, they've just got a lot of guys that have played, and you know, that's a hard thing to replace. You know, it's one thing when you play some talented guys that are still a little green. It's another thing when you play some ripe old veterans, and these guys have played a lot of ball. Know what they're doing, well coached, fundamentally sound. You know, this is a talented team that plays hard and is well coached at every single position.
You weren't kidding when you talked about Hunter Renfrow looking like a trainer, but
after talking him up throughout fall camp, I mean, he validated pretty much what you said. He looks like what we thought he was.
I guess y'all think I lied to y'all. I try to tell y'all the truth, but no, he's a player. I mean, there's no way else to say it. Said the same thing about Adam Humphries for 4 years, and everybody wants to know why Adam Humphries is playing. Same reason the Bucks are playing him. He's a player, and this kid is. The biggest thing with Hunter had some offers. He just was 155 pounds playing quarterback, and just had the skill set, could fly, great ball skills, smart, high football IQ, coach's son. Just too small. He's got good height, and a good frame, but he's just too small. Great baseball player, and he came in, he redshirted. He's 175 pounds now. He's 20 pounds heavier than when he got here, and as he gets stronger. Because he's still not even close to what he's going to be, but as he continues to develop, because he's got all the other stuff, he can fly. And the biggest, he's a great change of direction guy. He's got excellent ball skills, and again, he's just an instinctive, savvy guy. So, he's a freshman running around out there, and he's a confident kid. That's why he's playing, it's what we've seen in practice over and over and over. And we say all the time, no matter if you're a walk-on or a fifth-year senior. We're at practice every day, and the guys that we see perform at practice, that's the guys who get the shot in the game. And he's done a great job, and I think he's got a really bright future for us. I really do, as he matures.
How encouraging was it for you the way y'all ran the ball against Louisville, given that you're going to be without Ryan again against Notre Dame?
It was great. I mean, we especially with the way they played us. I mean, their philosophy was I don't think they wanted to get in a scoring contest. I don't think they wanted to take a lot of chances on defense. They really wanted to try to keep everything in front of them. I think their philosophy was just see if they'll be patient, put drives together, and see if we'll run the ball, and see if we could have success. We took what was there all night. We created a couple of explosives. But, it was one of those games where we had to just move the chains. And, the game kind of went like I thought it would, with the exception of the kick return. I felt like that without that play, we got a chance to get out of there with, double-digit win, and which is difficult to do. But to run the ball for 210 yards, and more importantly, to me, the best part of that game was we only had 8 negative yards. We shouldn't have had the 1 sack. But we did a good job of not having negative plays, and that's what we talk about all the time. And that's how when you talk about winning at the line of scrimmage, it's tackles for loss, it's sacks, it's those things. And we didn't have much of that at all. 8 yards, whereas you look at them and there was a bunch of negative yards. So that's where the game is won, and the fact that we were able to rush the ball for 200 something, and Wayne Gallman went for 135 against a really good group. I think it gives our guys a lot of confidence, because that's what we had to do to win that game. There's going to be different things that we're faced with from time to time. There's going to be other teams that are going to say, hey, we're not going to let you run the ball. And, they're going to play a lot of one safety. They're going to play a lot of man coverage, and so we got to make plays. You're not going to make a lot of hay with 8-man boxes. So we've got to be able to make those competitive plays in the passing game. And, that we'll see a lot of that with Notre Dame. We haven't really seen a lot of that. It's been a lot of just underneath stuff, and which is fine. When you get that, you've got to stay patient, and you have to execute your plays. We had 2 plays that we missed the other night. That was the most frustrating thing offensively. Was the play to Leggett, which could have probably put the game away, and then the play to Gallman that he doesn't finish. Both of those were third downs, and with those 2 third downs, we're right around 50%, which would have been huge. To go along with the rushing. So, we did a lot of good things in the ball game. It's something a lot that we can teach from and get better from. And, but certainly our offensive line can take, a lot of confidence out of that.
And you've been talking up Wayne for 2 years now, but the fact that he's actually taken that hard running style and he's just showing in practice, he's really showing it on the field. But he picked up a lot of those yards on his own, it seemed like, at Louisville.
He didn't pick up a lot of them on his own. I mean, there's people, covering people up and blocking. I mean, but good backs are going to not be arm tackled. Good backs are going to be one guy, and that's what he is. I mean, he shouldn't be a guy that gets tackled by one guy very often. You got to run through arm tackles. It's not always going to be perfect and clean. They got good players over there, but you got to run through the smoke. And that's where he's really excelling right now. Just finishing forward. It's the extra efforts. That's what we love about Wayne. and he's really got a much better understanding of how to press the blocks, how to set things up, how to read it, and he's just developing right before our eyes into a pretty doggone good back, and he's just going to get better.
With Deshaun facing some adversity at Louisville, what are some of the positives you can take, kind of getting him ready for a matchup like Notre Dame?
I mean, he did a great job. He didn't have a lot of adversity. The first interception was a great throw. It was a great throw. That was 100% on the inside wideout. 100%. That corner, if the corner's not there to kill Leggett either makes the catch or at least gets his hands on the ball, and it's at worst an incomplete. That was a great throw. And then the second throw was one we have to make as well, but that was not he left that ball outside too much. Need to be inside, but we just want to take a couple shots there. But outside of that, he missed the throw to Leggett, but not a lot of adversity for him. I mean, 70% completion. He averaged 4.5 yards a carry. He played a great game. So he just needs to continue to do what he's been doing. Overall in the season, after 3 games, he's done exactly what we've asked him to do, and he's taken what's been there. He's made some big throws when we need him. He's extended plays. He's ran the ball effectively. He's made some great checks. He's gotten us into some right protections. He's not made a whole lot of mistakes. In fact, Louisville was his best game of the 3. It was his highest grade of the 3 games. I just kind of laugh when I hear some of the rhetoric out there that, he somehow had an off night. I'm not quite sure what an on night is. If that was an off night, I'll take that every night. He played a great game. Like I said, technique-wise, grade-wise, effort-wise, it was his best performance of the year.
Coach, y'all ran 70 plays against Louisville. It's 52 plays, I think, in the first half against App State. Obviously, there's a little bit of difference in the competition level there. But how much of that is a function of running so many plays, rushing against Louisville, and are you happy with the tempo in that game?
Yeah. Especially at times, we had really, really good tempo. We missed a couple of third downs that we got to get, and then the 2 turnovers that takes 2 possessions away from you. So. We would have been right there where we needed to be. So it's just maximizing your opportunity and, executing the way we need to, cleanly. No, it was good. It was good. And then, you take air out of we're taking air out of it in the 4th quarter, and we weren't really trying to run at a fast tempo right there. So all that stuff. But as far as what we were able to do in the game, especially the first half, it was an all-field position, and we did a really nice job. I mean, we had a drive or 2 where we didn't go score, but man, we moved the ball out with a couple of first downs to pin them deep, and that's like a score because for them we knew that it was going to be tough sledding for them to go 80 yards on our defense consistently. We just didn't think that was going to happen, and that's how it played out in the first half.
Talk about how good Notre Dame's wide receivers are. How tough a test do you think this will be for McKenzie in comparison to what he's had this season in his career?
Be as tough as it gets. Be hard to get any tougher. Be like the practice field's been around here for him since he got to Clemson. It's going to be tough. It's tough out here on the practice field. It's going to be a very difficult challenge. This is a great group, and Fuller is a superstar for a reason. I think he leads the nation in top 5 in the nation in yards or touchdowns or whatever. But he's there for a reason. They play good people. He is dominated, so be a big challenge for our secondary, not just McKenzie.
You think McKenzie relishes opportunities like this?
Yeah, I mean he's a competitor. Yeah, I mean everybody that likes to compete at the highest level relishes opportunities to play the best, one of the best out there, certainly.
Anything else?
No new injuries today, Coach?
No. All right.